sorry for the noises. Fans blowing in the background there. I finally got most of the parts for the 395, so what I want to do is start trying to throw it together. I did clean it. I got it to this point right here. If you don't know how to put the case on the gas tank, there's like a whole bunch of videos on how to take these things apart and put them back together, honestly. I got my coil flywheel on, but it's tight, not tight yet. It's not tight yet. I was actually waiting until I got all the parts together to actually do this. My clutch, I had a anti-vibe spring here and one for the cylinder. You can get them in like a kit for about $20, which is not bad at all if you know where to look for them. This piston here was already on the saw when I got it. It's not really bad shape. The rings are in really good shape. The only thing I don't have is a gasket. I really don't have a gasket, but I can use Powersaw, which is going to drop it down. It's going to delete the base gasket. I wish I had a pop-up piston. I throw a pop-up piston in this thing, but I don't have one. Actually, I've been trying to look for one, and when I do find one on a really good deal, I don't have any money. This morning, believe it or not, I found a pop-up piston for a 390 for $22. But it's, I bought it, but it's coming from Washington State. Got a little bit of gunk down in there. I can't do the Powersaw. I did clean the exhaust. It was really nasty. I took a one of those let's see what they call it, cartridge rolls, a sand one with a really fine sand paper, and I cleaned this on the outside and I cleaned on the inside of the exhaust. I did not touch the inside of the cylinder. I was just going to get all that gunk out of it. I do have all the plastic. The one thing, the things I don't have screws for the handlebar, which I do have a full wrap. I'm going to use a 372X torque carburetor because it's got a bigger output, and I think it'll let it breathe a little bit better too. Aftermarket boot and flange. I know they make the flanges way better. I know that they make them out of aluminum. If I'm not mistaken, and don't quote me on this because I don't know if it's true or not, but I seen somebody do it on Facebook. The flange is from a 372 X torque, but I don't know if that's actually true. If you could actually find one, like an aluminum one, and put on there to see if it would work. That I don't know yet, because I've not bolted the carburetor up to this to see if it would work. Well, it works. So I don't have to struggle on that. And like the diameter on the inside here, it's not pushing it down or anything like that. So one thing I wished I did have was the actual ring that goes right here. It keeps it from collapsing, but I don't have one. So yeah, and another thing I don't have is the actual the flange wall, well, the rubber boot wall that goes right here in between the cradle and the case itself. But that's okay. I can actually live without that. You know, there's a lot of 2 series saws that run like that. But let's throw this thing together, shall we? Gonna wire up the on and off switch. Got this shroud on. I do have my exhaust over there. Have my carburetor set up. I took the elbow off for a moment. I had to take the cradle off and get the throttle cable through the little rubber bit in the cradle. So that'll go on here in just a second. I am looking for a little tiny. I don't. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Just make one for it. A ground. I know I probably do have one in this kit. Alright, so wow, what do I got? Okay, never mind. Okay, need a piece go up to there. It's done. Alright, that's this back on the rubber boot. Now I need to get, yes, I am using a zip tie. You guys can crucify me later. Got my little bracket like that, and I need this. Don't need that. One thing I'd like to have for this is the 394 guard that goes from here to here. I know that some of them have like a little bushing right here. So there's a little guard that goes from here to here, and there's a little bushing right here, which would give it a little bit more dampening. Oh, another thing, pop tops work on the 395. Probably the 394 too. Okay. Let's see. I know I don't have starter bolts, but I do have some OEM bolts here, which I really don't know if they're long enough or if they'll actually go down into the case. I do have one of those. I am going to look for it because I got to take that off. I've got to have a sissy belt for this saw. What are you doing, girly? Dog. Well, I got it to here. I am going to buy starter bolts. I am going to buy the top cover bolts, so I could keep using the bolts that I do have for other projects. But it's to this point, I know that I need to run gas lines, probably a new filter for the gas tank. Get the chain tensioner and plate for this, which I do have a plate for this, so I don't really have to worry about that. Got the exhaust on. This is an aftermarket muffler. It was about, I think it was $20, but this one does have a baffle in the middle of the muffler, so it's not like it's not just wide open, but it does have a big pipe. Really don't know how big that could be. I do have a full rack. So you guys can see. I don't have any. Too big, that's what that is. Solid. Yeah, man. All right. Now we got us a 395. I want to thank a couple people that helped me actually do this. Josh, JK Saw Shop, he's the one that gave me the saw. And there's another guy up in Canada. He has furnished parts for this thing, but I did pay for them. As it sits right now, I have probably got a little over 100 in it. Well, actually, I probably got about 200 in it because these covers cost. I think this was 30, and the clutch cover was 55 or something like that. It's brand freaking new. Brand new, spanking new. It's nice though. you know it's aftermarket. It's not OEM because it would have it in here somewhere. It would tell you. But yeah, still waiting on a few parts to come in for this thing. Like I said, still got to run the gas line, stuff like that to it. Get that part done, and that should be after this. Probably a couple more days, and I'll have everything for this. I am going to change these bolts out to the actual bolts that go in the case itself. So yeah. So the next video, you guys have a wonderful day.